We're gonna mimic actual Mother Nature that we got yesterday at the river. Sweet. Can you imagine these just veneered on the wall? Let's cut these pieces up and create our mold box. I mean, this is a business, dude. You could teach somebody this and they could go into making rocks. Look at that, holy cow.
Wow, it worked to perfection. Look at all the details.
It's perfect. Hey, we found real rocks. We made a mold of them, and the material you can find on stonecoatcountertops.com will make a mold of anything. We're gonna make our own cultured stone. Check it out. You got this! I mean, how do you get more classic of a river rock than right here? That's a river rock, dude. Nice. There you go.
That's a good one.
Can you imagine these just veneered on the wall? You know, these are perfect, man.
They are. This is going to be fun. That's looking good.
I don't know if we need any more.
And we have various sizes, so you can make a puzzle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's what we're going to want to make, a puzzle that fits as tight as we can so that we don't waste any mold making material.
Exactly.
I think we can do that with this. And then embedding those in concrete, then you just leave that part exposed, you know? What do you guys think? You like the river rock that we got? Would you have gotten something different? Let us know in the comments below. Let's go make a mold. All right, I want to set these out. What we're doing is we're cutting this piece up so we can create a form. I've made 12-inch sides. This is taller than I really need, but why not go a little taller so I'm not worried about getting it perfectly flush with my final mold. Let's cut these pieces up and create our mold box. My theory is I'm gonna stack a lot of concrete in the bottom of those so that I can embed these rocks where they're just tall enough to give me that profile of the rock, because I don't want to use too much cement to make them, and I don't want to use too much mold making material to make them. So that's why I have really tall sides, so that I can overcome the height differences of some of these. Does that make sense? Let's see how it works out. You gotta love pocket screws and pocket joinery. It's extremely solid right here and now. You don't have to wait for glue to dry. I'll come in here, slop a bunch of concrete in this, and just set my stones. This is awesome. I don't think I need to caulk this or anything. I'm just gonna start mixing this concrete, pour it in here. I'm not gonna put a release agent on it because the concrete portion is really not that important to last a long time. Once I have the mold made, I could destroy that concrete or use it as a piece of modern wall art, I guess. Let's do this. Okay, let's dump this in. We'll mix up some more, and then we'll start embedding those rocks. I just got the cheapest concrete bag they had. I think it was like $4 a bag, little under 3 something a bag. So you don't need something real expensive for this step. Here's my fancy trowel, man. This reminds me of floating shower pans. I'm gonna pick my favorite ones. All right, let's do this. I gotta keep them far enough away from the edge here. Beautiful. Do you like that one? Or is it too triangle-y? All right, we gotta get a little one for right there, and then we're ready for the level quick. All right, we got 22 rocks in this mold. That is fantastic. I think that gives us great variation. You won't pick up on the wall that this is a repeated pattern. You can adjust the way that you're installing them. This should be really fun. They're uneven in this bed of mortar, and that's what the level quick's gonna do is we're gonna pour level quick in here and really find level, and it'll be a flat surface for that mold to recreate. So I think this is how you make a mold really, really well so that you get fantastic different types of rocks, and this is how you can do natural stones instead of just veneer stones. We're gonna mimic actual Mother Nature that we got yesterday at the river. Sweet.
Hey guys, real quick, so in this video we're learning how to make a huge mold to create faux rock to put on this log house. Well, just to let you know, we have another video called how to make epoxy molds step by step right here. In that video we make molds of much smaller objects. We do a whale tail, we show you how to make an epoxy You Got This award, and we learn just how easy and fun it is using the mold making material. So make sure to check that video out and get some cool inspiration for your next mold making project. And that brings me to the question of the day. What have you molded? And if you haven't molded anything, what do you want to make a mold of? The possibilities are endless, and we'd love to hear you guys' cool ideas. Let us know in the comments below.
Okay, I got all that excess concrete off of them. Let's mix the level quick. This is full of polymer, which is basically a liquid plastic that binds all this together. I use this a lot when I'm gonna do a floor to level that floor. We just used it on another project where we did a shower, a vanity, and the floor all at the same time. I'm just gonna use a regular 2-quart container to spread this out so I'm not getting level quick all over these rocks. See how that just goes and finds those low points, you know? There you go, man. That's pretty legit. Okay, our form is dry. We're ready for the next step. I'm gonna mix up some quick coat. We're gonna brush that on. We'll seal this entire set right here, and then we're ready to do the silicone mold. Let's get going. This is like massaging rocks right now. This is kind of weird, man, but it's totally makes sense. You know, you got to seal this so that that silicone mold rubber will just come right off of it. You want a smooth, non-porous surface for that. And I'm just going back to these rocks where some of that quick coat has piled up, and I'm just simply removing the excess so I still have all that dimension and everything from each rock. All right, I think I mixed up the right amount. Just pour the rest over here and keep getting these things coated. Look at that. Okay, let's torch it out. There you go. We got our Platinum 40 silicone. We're gonna mix this up into a big bucket because we got a big form here. So we're gonna mix that up, we're gonna pour it, and hopefully we come back tomorrow and have a mold that's ready to make rocks. You ready for this? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go, let's go. This is the Burrow Hunter. He came by the shop. He comes by the shop because he's my friend. If you guys haven't gone on the Burrow Hunter or OregonBurrows.com,
Yeah.
and go see the Burrow Hunter on YouTube, check out what Artist Till Death is making. This is like an art factory right now. You're doing a burl geode. This is a collaboration from heaven right there.
It is.
So guys, we are creating right now, so we're multitasking. Let's pour this form right now. All right, there's an egg down. Pro tip, if you guys are gonna pour a large mold, invite 2 of your closest friends, tell them it's gonna be a party, but they really don't know it's work. All right, throw me another batch.
Well, he's
need a
doing
bee.
art over here.
We need a B.
There's a bee right there.
Ah, because it's marked.
There's a bee.
We know it's a part B.
Never ask an artist to label your stuff.
Yeah.
It'll take too long.
It's awesome. All right. Do you want to move those buckets to that table for me, Greg?
Elsewhere, hither
Yes.
yonder.
You want to take over, Jeff? No? Got it? Whoa. All right, here we go. I think I'll just pour right from here, man. Okay, it's time to go again. I'm scraping the sides and the bottom without really running the material or running the machine, and then I'll pull it off the bottom and run it again. All right, round 2. Here we go. Okay, it's been about 18 hours, right, Mitch?
Yep.
18 hours, we let this dry, it's pretty firm. I'm gonna demold this thing. I can't wait to see how this looks. Are you stoked?
I'm very excited.
All right, let's go. All right, let's see how this comes apart. You ready?
Oh yeah.
Look at that, holy cow. So this is untamped, but that didn't matter. All that we cared about was this top layer, right? Oh, yes. Look at how good that comes off, man. The human hammer. You got it?
Yep.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. You got a little bit of skin there that peels just clean. This is the coolest thing ever, man. Okay. Oh my goodness. Ready?
Gracious.
Okay, roll it. Oh, so you all right? That is sick, man. Woo! Look at that.
Wow. It worked to perfection. Look at all the details.
It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh my goodness.
Holy cow.
Wow.
That quick coat made a simple release.
Heck yeah. That is really, 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 really cool. I think they're gonna be perfect size, man.
Hey, I'm back. Let's do a recap. First, we started with our form. We filled it up with concrete. Put in our rocks, put it in level quick, put on quick coat, poured in our mold making material, tore down the form, took out the mold, came out beautiful. And then from there, we just filled up the mold with concrete, pulled out our faux rocks, spray painted them, and then installed them on the house. This project was awesome. We hope that you guys took away something from this video, and we'd love to see what mold projects or ideas that you guys have. And from the Stone Coat Countertops team, you got this. We'll see you on the next video.
Bonus content!
Now I'm gonna cut my back wall flush to the window. So I laid that out and I'm using my multi-tool to trim it perfectly. Remember how I grew that material when I poured? I knew that I would cut it out flush on site, and this is why. I wanted to create an architectural molding frame to really accentuate this window and make it look like a high-end bathroom that you may see in a beautiful hotel room. And I did this using our epoxy and sand. But first I had to make a mold, knowing that I was gonna do this process over and over again. I love using travertine tiles and molding for backsplashes and showers and whatever else. So I used our 1-to-1 mix on our silicone mold making material to make this magic happen. After my son and I mixed the material, we poured it over our tiles that we laid out on melamine as a form. We also poured it out on that trim, and we were able to release it the next day. It came off that trim so perfectly, and you don't need a release agent. Okay, now I'm pouring play sand into that mold so that I can see how much sand I'll actually need. Here is the process. You're gonna mix up your quick coat, and then you'll introduce that to the sand after it's mixed. We're just mixing it in that sand so we could create this trim for the shower window. Using our quick coat allowed us to take it out of the mold in a couple of hours. It was still fresh, so it was permeable. We could actually flex the molding. I cut off any excess with the razor knife, and check out what we were able to create.
What?
I mean,
Look at that! Ah! Look! Hold up!
I'm thinking about creating some molds for inset shower caddies and shower shelving, maybe some waterproof window sills. You can even recreate moldings that look like architectural wonders, carved corbels for overhangs on countertops, and even furniture legs. The sky's the limit, so stay tuned to Stone Coat Countertops on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell, because we're bringing you more tips, tricks, and tutorials on how to turn sand into anything. I wanted our shower to be completely waterproof, and this was a perfect solution. I templated out the exact size of that shower. I cut a piece of wood so we can actually miter these corners, mock it up so that it fit perfectly on site. We used our quick coat and some sand to create our own glue. We used some screws at each corner so that it locked the form into place, so that we kept it nice and square. And then I removed my temporary window template and let it dry. After everything was dry, it was time to make it feel nice to the touch and get my finishing touches and my paint on this project. I had a blast just playing with this process and deciding what colors I would use. And you know, less is more. It came down to just using the colors that match the shower. After we installed the shower panels, we needed to be sure to silicone the joints so that no water got behind the walls. And that's just easy to do by using some blue painter's tape and some 100% silicone. Same thing with our window frame. I mocked it up, I hung it, and then I taped around it. I added a bead of silicone around it, and I glued it to the wall and let it sit overnight. That way I didn't have to use any fasteners through this, and it hung on beautifully. That silicone is tough. It's not going to release, and it looks like it grew right there in place. I'm so proud of this window trim. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Is this the kind of window trim you would like in your shower? It's an architectural wonder.